So, Taylor Swift is scaring the you know what T out of the Republicans. It's kind of laughable. I'm Nicholas Snow, and this is another episode of The Snowstorm. So, this is January 30th, 2024 at 6 p.m. This is the 30th day in a row that I've gone live at 6 p.m. 80% of the time I actually have gone live, and 20% of the time I've pre-programmed episodes to go live. But as promised, at 6 p.m. every night I've been coming to you. The snowstorm, the whole reason behind it is to be able to have timely discussions about the hottest topics of the day, not only because it's fun, sometimes it's heartbreaking, but to actually connect us to action that we can take to make a difference, especially when it comes to the ongoing sort of intent of the snowstorm, which is saving democracy. So that's something that I'm definitely all about. Not necessarily within the context of the broadcast, but let me tell you, the snowstorm has been heating up. I have some news about that. I also want to remind you that if you're watching live on social media, and that reminds me, I need to start my Instagram live broadcasts. There, that's the second step. So if you're watching live on Instagram and you have a question or make a comment, it may be featured on screen by yours truly, just like that remark. And I have a new offering. So many of you who watch my show know that you can support this show for as little as $3 a month over on my Patreon page. And when you do that, I'll give you a shout out on the show at least once after you sign up. If you sign up for $10 or more a month to support the show, then I put your name in the closing credits. But as of this broadcast, I've instituted something else. So on the Patreon page, visible only to people that give $10 or a month or more, I placed a link for them to be able to actually call in to this show via video. So my intention is to evolve this program rather than an audio call-in show, that I will be able to just randomly put video callers into the show. Now, there's a reason why I'm only offering that to paid subscribers. If you're going to, I just want, because I'm taking people live into a live show and I have no way of screening them, I want to make sure they've at least paid me $10 for the privilege of doing so. So that's the intent behind that. And so the headline in the New York Times just a few hours ago reads, and I'm going to consult my source material: Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and a MAGA meltdown. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. PromoHomo.TV is all about empowering you, our communities, and our world. Shouting out to my media partners: Pink Media, amplifying PromoHomo.TV across the Twitterverse with their #ILoveGay campaign. GayDesertGuide.lgbt. And KGay 1065 Palm Springs, available worldwide. Ask your smart speaker to play KGAY. It's as simple as this. We will save our democracy in 2024, or we will watch the United States implode. I'm Nicholas Snow, and this crisis we face is why I have launched The Snowstorm, a nightly hot topics panel discussion show in which I will curate your social media comments into the show, and we will connect the conversation to action we can take to save America.
Watch The Snowstorm nightly at 6 p.m. Pacific at PromoHomo.TV.
And here we are. So, I also want you to know this. So, This week I had this experiment. I thought, well, what if I make the premiere of my show available only on YouTube? And I don't make it available on all the other platforms where you may be watching right now. Um, so the reason I wanted to do that is because Facebook does a terrible job of letting people know when I'm live. And I wanted the opportunity to migrate my audience over to YouTube because YouTube will remind you when I go live. So I've decided, however, to continue to broadcast to all the platforms at the same time whenever possible, but to encourage all of you, the viewers, to go to youtube.com/PromoHomo.TV network, subscribe, and then you click on the bell, which means you want to be reminded. And if you are already subscribed to the channel and you're not getting notifications, then I learned what you do is you go to your YouTube channel, you go into settings and then notifications, and then you can choose to be notified of live videos from my channel. So, January 30th, that's today, headline in the New York Times reads, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and a MAGA meltdown. And in the story, among many things, they say, quote, the conspiracy theories coming out of the Make America Great Again contingent were already legion. That Miss Swift is a secret agent of the Pentagon, that she is bolstering her fan base in preparation of her endorsement of President Biden's reelection, or that she and Mr. Kelce are a contrived couple assembled to boost the N.F.L. or COVID vaccines or Democrats or whatever. Moving along, CNN.com's headline late this afternoon, quote, right-wing media figures target Taylor Swift with absurd conspiracy theory ahead of the Super Bowl. And in the story, quote, with the Kansas City Chiefs headed to Super Bowl, I don't know that Roman numeral, influential MAGA media personalities have started circulating conspiracy theories about the pop superstar, promoting the deranged notion that she's part of a sprawling psychological operations plot staged by the NFL and Democratic Party to deliver the 2024 presidential election to President Joe Biden. Close quote. Now, thehill.com had a headline, quote, Fox News Piro to Taylor Swift. Don't get involved in politics. I actually saw the video clips of that being reported today on some of the news networks. In the story on thehill.com, they quote, Fox News anchor Judge Jeannie Pirro advised pop singer Taylor Swift on Monday to not get involved in politics amid reports President Biden's reelection campaign is trying to secure the endorsement of the global superstar. And it was in the hot topics on The View. It's been on all the major news networks. It's all over media. If you ever want to know how to find the latest news stories on the internet, just go to google.com, search who you're looking for, in this case Taylor Swift, and then search the search results by the news tab. So Paula is watching. I can honestly say that Taylor Swift is not an operative for the CIA. She works with me at S.H.I.E.L.D. I love that, Paula. Thank you for that. Paulina Angel is a fantastic trans activist, recently on my show. And Paulina, if you put your organization's website in a comment, name and website, I'll put it on the screen. And I'll also, Paulina, I'd love to know, as a YouTube watcher, do you have your reminders set? Because at the top of the show, I've let people know how to turn on their reminders here on the YouTube channel. So over on my Facebook page, almost 3 full days ago, I actually on my Instagram page, I stole this meme from someone else's feed. I mean, thousands of people stole the same meme. And I put it on Instagram, and my Instagram is set that it will feed the image into my Facebook page, my public Facebook page. So it was pretty quiet for like a day, but somehow this got shared, and I can see that I cropped this too high for you to see, but I can see it's too small. It's there, but it's too small. It's being covered. I know. Just a second. Bear with me. There, you can see the little information at the bottom of the screen. So this has had 858 likes, smiles, or hearts. It's had 211 shares, and it's had 268 comments. And literally all day today, people are fighting with each other in the comment section of this feed on my public Facebook page. It literally is so fascinating. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put a link to this image on my public Facebook page in the chat, so you can click over to it and you can follow it. And if you want to join the conversation, you can. So I've just posted that into the chat across the media platforms where this is now broadcasting, except Instagram Live. And I actually don't have people watching on Instagram Live tonight because I screwed up the way that I launched the broadcast. So my bad. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about upcoming shows, and I'm going to also revisit any comments that any of you watching may be making about anything that we've talked about so far, or anything that you want to talk about. And one of the reasons that the Republicans are afraid of Taylor Swift is there's been a study, and I can't quote the source of this, I apologize, but in one of the news programs I saw today, it said that 25% of Swifties will vote for whoever Taylor Swift tells them to vote for. This particular shirt is the crux of the Hopeful Sexual campaign, and it is designed to inspire authentic human connection while simultaneously combating sexuality-based shame and stigma. And the really cool thing is, if you go to hopefulsexual.com, it takes you to an Amazon store where this shirt is available in all sorts of styles, sizes, and colors. And I use the revenue to fund PromoHomo.TV. So check it out. I think almost everyone is a hopeful sexual, don't you? So, on my phone here, I've just searched hashtag Taylor Swift in X, and I've sorted it by the top mentions. For whatever reason, my my video is coming up at the top of the list, which I'm surprised that this broadcast would be the number one Taylor Swift piece of content. So there's a user on X called Swift's Corner, and they've posted a fun video. And there is an account on X called Alpha Men 289, and he's asking people to put a red X in the comments for people that are against Taylor Swift, and he's asking people to put a green check mark in the comments for people who want to protect Taylor Swift. So there's a lot of reshares about all of the controversy. And of course, we all know that Taylor will be able to make it from her concert in Paris to the Super Bowl in time because of the time delay. And of course, she'll be able to take a nap on the private jet on the way over. So I'm doing a short show tonight because I don't have any people booked, and not getting a lot of interaction from my audience, which is fine. This show is only a month old, but I look forward to, as each day goes by and I do more broadcasts, that more of you will be tuning in. And Paulina does get reminders anytime that I go live. And but Paulina, if you want to give me the name of your organization in a comment as well as the website address, I'd love to put that up as well, because I don't have it memorized. But Paulina Angel is an amazing trans activist. I have known her for many years. And is there anything else I wanted to share with you? Nope, nothing more I'm going to share with you tonight, other than letting you know on Friday, Wyatt O'Brien Evans and Robert Carl will be joining the show, and we're going to be dissecting this miles-long comment trail to the meme that you're seeing on your screen right now, which is it has a life of its own over on my public Facebook page. That's facebook.com/nicholas.snow. And Paulina's organization is the Transgender Resource Advocacy and Network Service, TRANS, which is a great acronym. And my buddy Elk Whistle is watching. He says, "Me too, I get them," the reminders. So good. Now, I do want to share something else. So earlier this week, on Saturday, I went and I interviewed the owner of a new gay sex club here in Palm Springs. I spent the whole day Sunday post-producing it. It premiered Sunday night at 6 p.m. And by tonight at 6 p.m., 48 hours later, it had 2,800 views. So in less than 2 full days, 2,800 views. And you can find it at the YouTube channel by, once again, going over to youtube.com/PromoHomo.TV network, and also go to patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV to help support this. Aaron Terry, aka Elk Whistle, is one of my supporters, and I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to Rock May, who's one of my supporters, who's usually right here watching with us. He's not here tonight. I miss you, Rock. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'm going to see you all tomorrow night. I don't know quite what I'm talking about tomorrow night, but Thursday night, I'm going to have Lex Ortega from the LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert. They are going to be speaking with me about really important advocacy work that they are doing for members of the LGBTQ community. They will be talking about the need for this advocacy work, and they will also help us know what we can do to also be fellow advocates. So that's coming up on the show Thursday. And on Friday, Wyatt O'Brien Evans and Robert Carl will be joining me. And with that, I will see you next time.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the stunning high mountain tops. So I made some plans, some dreams to catch, to promised lands, to find my path, see the planet from greater heights. I have found a place out of time and space, far from city life, up on greater heights. See the blue sky, feel the wind that blows. Get the rush in, heaven only knows.